Ninth grade parents, today in English class, I spent about 15-20 minutes with your kids. We went over using your PreACT results. So I just wanted to share what was told and make sure that you're looking for those results to come home. So basically, the PreACT is slightly shorter, so it's not as long, about an hour less, and it's also easier, meaning that they know that they haven't taken Algebra 2 and Trig, so they're not going to have those questions on there. They're only going to have questions that have been what they have been taught at this point. And it's basically designed to help those students prepare for the official ACT exam, which they will get when they're a junior. So we take it junior year. We also take it in the same place that we took it, and in the same way. So I talked to the kids about how, we went to Asaria, we went to the community center. That's going to be the same thing. You're going to bring your pencils, your calculators. You're going to take 2 tests, take a break, take another 2 tests. Everything's going to be set up the same. It's going to look the same. And so they'll have that practice in them so that they're ready to go their junior year. So they did get their score report, and they also got their test booklet today. So you can look at both of those. They can keep that test booklet. It's pretty awesome because they'll give you the correct answer, so you can look back and see what you got wrong and why. This is the very top part on your score results. And you can see right here you have the different bars here. So it's in our score report, it's a blue bar. And so this dark blue bar here will tell you this is what they should get. So they should be around a 20. This person was lower. The dark bar, it represents what they scored. And then this is a range, meaning that they could be a little bit higher and they could be a little bit lower, depending on which test that they take. So again, this is showing you should have a 13 in the English, or this person scored above, and they got their score range right in here. So you can see kind of where they're at, if they're above or below average. And then PreACT 8-9 readiness benchmark, that's what this bar is. So that's just saying that you were ready to go. This is where you should be at. Okay. So nothing good or bad. It is one little snapshot of a test, just kind of showing you kind of where your student lied on that particular day. Okay, then at the bottom of that page, you'll have your predicted ACT composite score range. This person would score between 21 and 24, okay, on their composite, and then it has it broken down for each level that they have for each subject, okay? Then your predicted ACT score means the one that they would take their junior year. So in 11th grade, assuming that they have the typical same growth that you should have, they're saying that this person should score between a 22 and 26. And then these are their individual scores for the subject areas. You can also see where they are above or below. One thing that I spoke to the kids about is if you are not in a geometry class, if you're in algebra this year, then your geometry will probably be lower. If you are in a geometry class, it'll be higher. So it's depending on what math class that you take. You could be lower, you could be high. And then this is the work keys. We do take the work keys in junior year in the fall. So this person would score in the gold range. You want to be at bronze and above on your National Career Readiness Certificate, which is work keys. And everybody's going to work. So I do ask the kids, I'm like, is there anybody that's independently wealthy here? So it's kind of funny. They're like, no. I was like, okay, then everybody's going to have to work. So you need to make sure that you're doing well on this test to prove that you're a good worker. And it kind of tells you what kind of a job you could get. Okay, of course, higher the score, lower the score versus. And then it does on the back give you your correct answers and incorrect answers. So you can actually see what you got right and what you got wrong. And then also it tells you things that you could work on to get better. Lots of information available on that sheet. So how to get better, you do want to make sure that you're learning, that you're doing well in class, that you're soaking it all in, and that you're actually learning it and not just spitting it back out, so that you're ready to go when you take that test your junior year. We do have IXL in ACT practice. So you can get on IXL, and it's just like there's a language arts, science, social studies. There's an actual IXL section that you could look at to get better on that as well. So you can go in and put in your score range there, and then they'll give you practice problems to do better. There is free ACT prep available at the ACT Academy, so why not? You can get on there and get better. And then I have a whole bunch of things listed on my website, prep sessions, things that you can go to, also places where you can get all of that free help. And then I did talk to them as well about scholarships and how important GPA and ACT score is and what that means. So we talked about in college that you can get into any college with a 3.25 GPA, but what the ACT gives you typically is a scholarship, which is called a freshman merit scholarship. So this is the Tiger freshman. So this is your Fort Hays State University scholarships. And we kind of went through this and just talked about how where they could look at their GPA right now that's on their power school. And we talked about how, remember when I talked to you guys when you were in 8th graders and I said your GPA starts your day one of your freshman year. And that's so true that you want to make sure that you're doing the best that you absolutely possibly can. Because as you can see, as your GPA goes up, your scholarship opportunities go up as well. So if you got just an average, great job, 21 on your ACT, you're looking at would need to have a 3.35 or higher in order to get a scholarship. So you could get a $1,500 scholarship or you could get a $2,000 scholarship, and that's per year. Okay, so all the way up to this $3,750, which almost pays for all of your tuition. So that's really what you're working towards when you have an ACT score, is that you're working towards getting a better scholarship and helping pay for college. I also did state that, if you wanted to go to college, this is the best way to get to scholarship money because you're in charge of that, meaning that you are in charge of your GPA, you are in charge of your ACT score. If you want to do better, you're going to do better. And that's the biggest bang for your buck, because you could apply for 20 local scholarships and not get any of them. You just never know if you're going to get those scholarships or not. This one, you're going to get. And then I also talked to them about how if you want to go to community college, that's an option that you could definitely do if you don't have a 3.25 and you don't have a good ACT score. You can start at community college, prove that you can do it, and then you can go to college from there. They will take you based on your GPA in the community college. Or you can go to a technical college and you can get a welding certificate for free. The Kansas Promise Act pays for nursing and welding and HVAC and diesel technology. So up to $20,000 or 68 credit hours, I believe. And so something like that. So we can get you free college as well, depending on where you want to go. So we did talk about kind of your tuition, books and supplies, room and board, that a total year at Fort Hays would be $15,000. It's about $20,000 for K-State and a little bit higher than that for KU, just to kind of give you an idea. And then we broke it down into, okay, this is tuition, books and supplies, like some of your books are $40, some are $160. This is pencils, papers, things like that. And then room and board is they do have you stay your freshman year on campus. Research says that if you stay on campus your freshman year, you're going to be more invested into your schooling. You're going to meet more people. They make you go to a college football game. They make you go to a college basketball game. Awesome things like that you would never do. Some of us would never do. And so that's definitely something that you can do. And then less your freshman merit. So let's say you got the $4,000 freshman merit, you're looking at $11,000 per year. And then also local scholarships. And then there's also FAFSA that you can get, which is a student loan, but I didn't bring that up. So we talked about how that's money needed per school year. So also the different types of financial aids, grants, loans, scholarships, work study. So you can actually get a loan up to $5,500 per year, starting your freshman year, and then $7,500 your junior and senior year. Those are loans that you don't have to pay back until your school is over. So if you were going to use that FAFSA loan and everything, then you're looking a lot more reasonable. And especially if you got that, you'd be about $5,000 to $7,000 per year, times 4 that you need to graduate. And so that being said, one of the most important things that you can do right now is to save. I talk about that to the kids a lot. All right, and that's all I got. If you have any questions, you could definitely reach out to me, email or anything like that. I'm always available, but make sure you get those score reports from your kiddos. Have a great day, guys.